Hello, church. I'm Doug Patterson from the New Hope campus of Hometown Church. Hey, I was on one of these devotionals back in May and told you about being furloughed from my new IT business analyst job and how I was processing the trial of that, and found out last week or the week before that I am indeed being laid off from my job, which was quite a blow. I'm not looking forward to jumping back into the job market and insurance running out and all those things. And even though this wasn't performance related, it was still took its toll. I told Nikki that I've never been laid off or fired from a job in all my working years. So it's something new. It's a challenge. COVID has been a real challenge for all of us, and I wonder how you're doing. We actually got COVID as a family, and I did my daughter's wedding ceremony right from this chair via Zoom. That's another story. Anyway, I want to give you some perspective and share a quick passage from the book of Romans. But I read this the other day, and I just want to read it to you. Imagine you were born in the year 1900, and my grandma Patterson was born in 1901, so this is easy for me to understand or follow. When you're 14, World War I starts. It ends on your 18th birthday with 22 million people killed. Later in the year, a Spanish flu epidemic hits the planet and runs until you are 20. 50 million people die from it in 2 years. Yes, 50 million. At 29, the Great Depression begins. Unemployment hits 25%. Global GDP drops 27%. That runs until you're 33. The country nearly collapses along with the world economy. At 39, the World War II starts. You aren't even over the hill yet. At 41, the United States is fully pulled into World War II. From your 39th to 45th birthday, 75 million people perish in the war, and the Holocaust kills 6 million. At 52, the Korean War starts, and 5 million people die. At 64, the Vietnam War begins and doesn't end for many years. 4 million people die in that conflict. At 62, you have the Cuban Missile Crisis, a tipping point in the Cold War. Life on our planet as we know it could well have ended. At 75, the Vietnam War finally ends. Think of everyone on the planet born in 1900. How do you survive all of that? And it ends with, "This too shall pass." You know, my grandma Patterson was 87 when she passed away, and you know, she lived through all that. Born in 1901. She was one of the most kind, generous, and joy-filled people that I've ever known. Just a dear, loving soul. And she went through all that hardship. And I just want to share some verses with you from Romans 12:9 through 12. It says, "Let love be genuine. Abhor what is evil. Hold fast to what is good. Love one another with brotherly affection. Outdo one another in showing honor. Do not be slothful in zeal. Be fervent in spirit. Serve the Lord. Rejoice in hope. Be patient in tribulation. Be constant in prayer." Pretty simple, but much of this is getting my eyes off myself and to rejoice in hope, to not to rejoice in a new job or of all my circumstances going great, but to rejoice that one day we will be with the Lord forever. And I hope that encourages you, and I hope you're maintaining hope even through the trials of this pandemic and everything else going on in our world. God bless you, and I love you, church.